What if I told you that your negative thoughts are not who you are, but simply patterns that can be changed? Join me as we explore the fascinating world of mindset transformation and discover how to create lasting change. We wake up, check our phones, and a flood of thoughts begins. A message left unread feels like rejection. A missed call becomes a crisis. We don't just live our lives, we narrate them in our minds, and too often that narration is dark, doubtful, and critical. Negative thinking isn't just a bad habit, it's a lens. It colors how we interpret the world, from the mundane to the meaningful. It can begin subtly, a self-deprecating joke, an assumption that someone is mad at us, a thought that we're not doing enough. Over time, these micro-thoughts form macro-beliefs, and these beliefs, when left unchecked, seep into our relationships, sabotage opportunities, and diminish our sense of worth. Psychologically, chronic negativity triggers the brain's stress response. Cortisol spikes, sleep is disrupted, and the immune system weakens. Emotionally, it drains joy, kills motivation, and feeds anxiety and depression. Even socially, it pushes others away. People can sense when someone is locked in a loop of internal criticism and hopelessness. This isn't about denying that hard things happen. Life isn't always positive, but it's the interpretation, the meaning we assign, that determines whether we spiral or rise. Negative thoughts don't just reflect reality, they shape it. And once that's understood, the game changes. We begin to realize that we can unlearn the very thoughts that limit us. So the question becomes not, why am I like this? But who would I be without these patterns? Because what we'll see next is that these patterns aren't facts, they're habits. Habits that can be rewired. Your mind is like a radio always broadcasting, but not every station is worth tuning into. Many of the thoughts we accept as truths are actually distorted echoes, worn-out loops playing from childhood, trauma, or cultural messaging. Psychologists call these distortions cognitive biases. They are mental shortcuts we use to make sense of the world. But they often lead us astray. For example, catastrophizing makes us believe that one mistake equals total failure. Overgeneralization convinces us that because something happened once, it will always happen. And all-or-nothing thinking forces us to see life in extremes: success or failure, good or bad, love or abandonment. These patterns are powerful because they feel familiar. They form neurological grooves in our brain. Every time we think in these ways, the pathway gets deeper, like water etching into stone. Soon they run automatically. We don't even question them. We just are anxious. We just are unworthy. Or so we believe. But here's the breakthrough. Thoughts are not facts. They're interpretations. And interpretations can change. Once you recognize your most common negative patterns, you begin to create distance. Instead of being in the thought, you observe it. You name it. Oh, that's my catastrophizing voice again. That act of naming is powerful. It disarms the thought, reduces its emotional charge, and opens the door to change. This understanding is not about blame. It's about power. The power to take back your inner narrative, to question the mental programs that no longer serve you. Because only by seeing the pattern can we break it. Awareness is the first spark, but action is the fire that transforms. To rewire your mindset, you need tools, practical, grounded strategies to unlearn negativity and build new mental habits. Start with mindfulness. This isn't just meditation. It's the practice of paying attention, on purpose, without judgment. It helps you catch your thoughts in real time. Instead of letting negativity spiral, you pause, you breathe, you ask, is this true? Is this helpful? Is there another way to see this? Then there's journaling, not just to vent, but to investigate. Try the thought reframe exercise. Write down the negative thought. Identify the emotion it brings. Ask yourself, what's the evidence for this thought? Against it? Reframe it. Turn, "I always mess up" into, "I've made mistakes, but I've also succeeded, and I'm learning." Cognitive reframing is a superpower. When you learn to replace a self-critical loop with a compassionate truth, you begin to reshape your identity. You stop defining yourself by your lowest moments. Add affirmations to the mix, but make them believable. Don't jump from "I hate myself" to "I love myself." Try, "I'm learning to accept myself." That's honest, and your brain won't reject it. And here's a powerful practice. Name your inner critic. Give it a persona. Call it Doubt Debbie or Critical Carl. This separates you from it. You're not the voice. You're the one listening. These techniques may seem small, but they're revolutionary. Because the mind, like a muscle, grows stronger through repetition. The more you practice positive intervention, the more natural it becomes. And soon, what once felt forced becomes your new default. Breaking old patterns is only half the journey. The other half is building something better. A mindset rooted in gratitude, optimism, and self-compassion. Gratitude shifts your focus. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be grand, just real. The sunlight through your window, a kind word from a stranger, the fact that you made it through another tough day. Gratitude rewires your brain to seek the good instead of scanning for danger. Cultivating optimism doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means choosing to believe in possibility. It's saying, "This is hard, but I can handle it. I can grow through this." Optimism is the belief that your future is not defined by your past. Then there's resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks. You build it by facing challenges, not avoiding them. Each time you overcome something small, you train your nervous system to stay calm under pressure. You learn, "I've done hard things before. I can do this too." And perhaps the most transformative trait of all, self-compassion. Speak to yourself like you would to someone you love. When you make a mistake, don't attack, support. Say, "It's okay, I'm human, I'm trying." This isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. A positive mindset isn't a destination, it's a daily practice. And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. You begin to see life not as something happening to you, but something happening for you. You don't fake positivity, you build it. One thought, one choice, one moment at a time. Rewiring your mindset isn't just about feeling better. It's about living better. When you shift your thoughts, you change your entire experience of life. People who learn to break negative patterns report more energy, better sleep, stronger relationships, and deeper satisfaction. Not because life becomes easier, but because they become more equipped. Challenges still come, but instead of drowning, they navigate. Instead of shutting down, they rise. Let's look at real people. A woman who struggled with constant self-doubt began writing down 1 achievement per day. Over time, she saw herself differently, not as broken, but as brave. A man trapped in a cycle of anger learned to pause and breathe before reacting. That one habit saved his marriage. These aren't miracles, they're mindset shifts. When you stop identifying with every negative thought and start choosing your responses, freedom emerges. You begin to live intentionally. You set goals. You connect more deeply. You stop replaying past wounds and start designing your future. And perhaps most importantly, you inspire others. Your growth becomes a beacon. You show your children, your friends, even strangers, that change is possible. So here's your invitation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Catch one negative thought. Reframe one belief. Speak one kind word to yourself. Then repeat, again and again. Because the life you want, the peace, the confidence, the joy, it begins in your mind. And your mind is yours to shape. If this resonated with you, Take a moment to comment below with one thought you're ready to rewire. Share your journey. It might inspire someone else. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another mindset-shifting video. You have the power to break free. Let's rewire together.